Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back, and it's no longer Halloween. So, what did you guys think of my Halloween costume? I thought it was pretty clever. I really enjoyed that costume. I like hearing your guys' response about that costume. Pretty good. Especially considering that costume has saved my life like 3 times. Hey Ace, good job arresting Thomas Cox and preventing the Sultan from carrying out a massacre of his own people. But now that that's out of the way, we can get back to the real reason we came here. The chief's killer, the sword, is still out there getting rebel groups to expel all foreigners in the region. But we have no idea why, or what's that got to do with their motive for killing the chief. Well, you know, now that I think about it, who better to help us figure out what's been going on here than a reporter who sticks his nose into everyone else's business? Exactly, Ace. If anyone can tell us something about the sword, it has to be Thomas. Senior Trooper Ace, Sultan Mahmud demands your presence at his palace immediately. Hey Ace, I've got a serious case of deja vu here. Tempted to make the Sultan wait a little. I'm sick of him ordering us around, but it's up to you, Ace. What do you want to do first? Question Thomas or see what the Sultan wants? Much as I hate Thomas, I really am disliking the Sultan even more. So, you know what? You can just... Oh, crap. I was going to make him wait. Well, Senior Trooper Ace, we have a serious situation to contend with. Wait a second. We? What does the Bureau have to do with your problems? You seem perfectly happy to manage without us when Hamza was murdered. Senior Trooper Ace should be grateful that I've not have you arrested for accusing our Magnificent of murder. And as a sign of your appreciation, you will help us. My guards have reported an intruder in my palace. Normally they would find the culprit themselves, but they are very busy monitoring the protesters. So I require you to find the scoundrel with the audacity to set foot into my home. And if we do feel like helping you, then my guards are authorized to use lethal force if they find the culprit. Alright, well, we'll help you to avoid anyone getting hurt, Your Highness, but Senior Trooper Ace is finding you for wasting police time. Come on, Ace, let's check the Sultan's palace for clues as to who this intruder might be. Let's do it. Hope it's not... Oh, it's probably gonna be the kid. What's up, Thomas? Anderson Cooper? What do you want now, Carmen? Can't you see I'm busy writing? I've set up my own prison newspaper. Great. Well, we've actually come to ask you if you heard anything about an individual named the Sword during your investigations. The Sword, eh? Now that you mention it, I think I do remember something. What's in it for me if I tell you? You get to avoid having my fist in your face. Oh yes, I remember clearly now. One of the protesters I interviewed mentioned something about the Sword being the blade who will cut down the foreigners. I just ignored it at the time. Riddles don't make for good articles, you know. But then I heard the word crop up again during the protest. People whispering the Sword had given them orders. I got the impression that the Sword individual was helping to orchestrate the protest movement. Well, that would fit with their agenda. One of the protesters' main arguments was that the Sultan is supported by the West, so it would make sense for the Sword to be looking to get rid of him. And if the Sword was in contact with the protesters, then maybe we can find some clues at the protest square. Let's go, Ace. Yeah, let's do it, man. So what were you, if you guys celebrate Halloween from wherever you guys are, from whatever country you are, tell me what you guys were dressed up as. I think that'll be a lot of fun. At least here in America, Halloween's a big deal. I know over in Europe it's not like as crazy, but over here it's super crazy. It was a lot of fun. We didn't do much because, you know, little mini Ace is so young. We dressed him up as a little pumpkin. I will see if maybe in my next daddy vlog or daddy diary I will include him. Include a picture of him. We'll see how that works. You guys have been doing a good job of, you know, watching those videos. I really appreciate all your guys' support and your comments. It's been really nice. We picked up torn pieces from the protest square, Ace. Well, you're the whiz of putting them back together. Yeah. Not as much of a whiz as Muck, but I'm not too shabby. Let's see, what can we find here? Well, obviously the tablet. Alright, now I gotta find everything else. So we got knife, metal, peacock feathers up here, I think. Yeah, cat, footprint, hookah, crown, cactus, hourglass, Pegasus. I don't remember there being a Pegasus that back there. And then golf bag. Not the best, but actually not the worst. You found a tablet in the Sultan's palace, but you're supposed to be looking for clues about a break-in. Surely an intruder would be more interesting in stealing a tablet than leaving one behind. But you're right, this does look exactly like Benjamin's tablet, which we found in the desert. That kid really needs to stop leaving his possessions lying around everywhere. Looks like he changed his password though. I'll let you unlock it, Ace, but hurry. If Benjamin broke into the Sultan's palace, then we need to find him before the Sultan's guards do. That kid Benjamin, man, he is in trouble. Obviously, he can't be the sword guy, so I'm gonna guess it's probably that Omir. That's at least my initial guess. Look at that. Ooh. Sorry, get excited with money. Interesting. Honestly, who'd rip a whole wad of banknotes? And you're right, there's a little drawing of a sword, so the sword must have written this message. I hate to state the obvious though, but the message is in Arabic, and my knowledge of the language is rusty at best. All I can read is Sombra. Perhaps it's another code name. Well, we'll have to decipher the rest to figure it out. I agree, this is one for Dupont. Let's send the banknotes to him. Yeah, because I guarantee you we could just send him a picture on the phone and he could get that thing back to me. But I digress. I'll wait 9 hours for this, Dupont. Maybe there's some hidden meaning that he can find. Alright, what is this code gonna be? I've been doing horribly the last couple times. There we go. Ooh, I did well this time. I just need to say that I'm not doing well and I'll do well. Oh man, you managed to unlock Benjamin's tablet, but there's an error message on the screen. Well, we better send this tablet to Elliot quick. Yeah, no joke. Let's do it. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in 9 hours. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Now, beginning of this case, I said, which character would you like to add to World Edition? Who would you want to come back? Over 100 of you guys answered, and overwhelmingly, 52 of you guys said Jones. I'm actually surprised. I'm not too surprised, but some of you guys said Kathy, some of you guys said Amy, some of you guys said Ramirez, and then there were kind of a couple. Alex and Jan got nothing. So the people that have actually helped us out didn't get anything. So my guess is that Lars would probably be a little bit better than those two. Nathan got 1. Hannah got 3. Russell got 2. So really nothing there. Roxy got a respectable, I think, 5. Same with Ramirez, but Jones overwhelmingly. If Jones could ever come back, I think that would be sweet. So I think I'm gonna keep this poll on there. So if you guys haven't done this, let me know, and we can kind of keep track of this. I might do this a little bit later, you know, kind of see if this ends up changing. But anyways, let's get back to the case. Hey Dupont, what do you got us for the banknotes Ace picked up at the protest square? The message was in fact addressed to your victim. It reads, Hamza, there's more where this came from if you help Sombra. And as the message was written on a wad of banknotes, I can only deduce that the money was sent as a bribe by the sword. And what is Sombra, Dupont? And is it another code name? Mahujumizmet, I cannot tell you. I simply do not know. Not even my books could help me. Oh man, we've hit a dead end, Ace. Well, you're right. There's one person who might be able to shed some light on this message. The victim's widow. Let's go talk to Fatima. Yeah, so I loved your guys' responses about my Halloween costume. Yes, I get it. It was kind of funny, comical. I have other ones that I would like to be, like, you know, the Crimson Order would be a really good one. To be Kathy would be really nice. There's definitely ones that I could have done, but you got to realize I got a little mini Ace, and I had to be very resourceful because I was not able to actually go out and plan this. Hey, did you manage to fix the error on Benjamin's tablet, kiddo? It was a piece of cake, Ace. I'm surprised you didn't do it yourself. Anyway, I had a look at Benjamin's emails. I mean, I thought he sounded like a pretty cool guy, you know, telling his parents he's in Florida and all that. But it turns out he's got the perfect family life back in London. His parents are worried sick about him. I can't believe anyone would run away from that. Well, I didn't know you were so keen on family life, Elliot. Well, I would be if my family didn't suck so much. If I had a family like Benjamin's, I'd never leave them. So if you don't mind, Ace, I'd like to come with you to see if I can talk some sense into him. Well, that's very mature of you, kid. It's nice to show you a little concern for others. Yeah. Don't get too mushy. Come on, Ace. Let's go talk to Benjamin. We're sorry to disturb you, Fatima, but we were wondering if you could help us. We need to know exactly what someone called the Sword was paying Hams to do. Senior Ace found the bribe he left at the protest square. Oh, the Sword. That's a name I hope I never hear again, Senior Trooper Ace. If it wasn't for the Sword, Hamza might never have gotten himself killed by that journalist. Oh, so you knew your husband was in contact with the Sword, and you didn't think to mention any of this while we were investigating his murder? There's no need, Senior Trooper Ace. I knew it couldn't have been the Sword. Hamza did everything they asked of him. At first, Hamza refused the Sword's attempts to bribe him. He even ripped up the wad of cash the Sword offered him. But then, the money just became too tempting. It was the Sword who was behind Hamza's radicalization. The Sword encouraged Hamza to take on the role of protest leader and to use any means possible to overthrow the Sultan. And what about Sombra? Well, I'm afraid I've never heard that name, Senior Trooper Ace. All I can tell you is that Hamza used to meet the Sword at the Oasis. Anyway, even if it won't bring him back, I'd like to thank you for solving Hamza's murder, Senior Trooper Ace, so please, let me treat you to dinner. Oh, you make burgers too. How progressive of you. Alright, what's up, Benjamin? Hey, Benjamin, Senior Trooper Ace and I just want to return your tablet we found at the Sultan's palace. If you don't mind me asking, how did you manage to lose it there? Oh, I've been dying to tell someone about it. I broke into the Sultan's palace to attack him. But then, well, it's kind of embarrassing, actually. I lost my nerve. I chickened out and ran away. Well, no, that was a smart part, Benjamin. You know the Sultan has had people killed for less, right? But the Sultan deserves to die. People here are suffering, and I can relate to that. I mean, it's like that time my mother called me her snugglebug at the school gates. All my mates heard it. And my parents insist on coming to all my cricket matches to cheer me on. It's mortifying. I don't know why they can't just leave me alone. Wow, well, you should try having parents who shipped you off to boarding school at age 7 because you were interfering with their skiing holidays who barely remember to call once a month. Besides, no matter how mortifying you think your parents are, it's not a patch on what the people here are experiencing at the hands of the Sultan. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, thanks for returning my tablet, Senior Trooper Ace. I suppose you want a reward or something. Just take this. See ya. Desert Scarf. Kid's got some serious problems, man. See what we can find here. This looks banknote. Yep. Boomerang, knife, compass, mint tea. I think it's like, yep, right there. Life buoy, ore, metal mug, swimming flipper, flashlight, snail, bananas, flashlight. There you go. Oh, you're right, Ace. This banknote has a word symbol on it, just like the one we found at the protest square. And there's a weird grayish substance on it. You better collect a sample quick. That's interesting. I feel like we don't have that many stuff left. I don't think we're going to be sending it to the lab. Great work, Ace. You collected a perfect sample of that grayish substance you found on the banknote. This could be just the breakthrough we need. Let's put the substance under the microscope. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, I don't see us turning it in. I think we're actually gonna go and examine it. Because once you get down to 10 stars, usually that's when the case ends. If you've collected all 45. Alright. Yep. This one's a little bit easier. Boom. Skills. Crush that. The gray substance from the banknote you picked up at the Oasis is sediment from a river. There aren't any rivers around here. Let's see what else the microscope says, Ace. The sediment contains limestone, fine sand, silt, and clay. Nice. I think we're going to Egypt. So we're going to Egypt. Wicked, dudes. And look, I finally finished my project. Nice. Lars, I've been looking for that chicken everywhere. We were going to have it for dinner. At least let me take a picture for my scrapbook. Look, the kids will love it. Cheese. Guys, hold up. What do you mean about Egypt, Lars? Well, that sediment you described, Ace, comes from the part of the Nile River which runs through Egypt. Oh, so the sword must have ties to Egypt, Ace. This is just the information we needed. Nice. Yeah, hey, Ace. I hear you talk with Benjamin didn't go quite as planned. But on the bright side, you've made progress with your investigation into the sword. Well, yeah, we've learned that the sword has ties to someone or something called Sombra. Though we have no idea what it is yet. It could be a person, an organization, anything. But even better, thanks to the substance on the banknote, we know that the sword has links to Egypt. There's no time to lose, Ace. Our best chance of figuring out what Sombra is and why the sword killed the chief is to follow them to Egypt. Nice, we're going to Egypt, guys. It's pretty exciting. Cool. I've never been there. I think it'd be cool to go there. Let's unlock this and then go. Oh yeah, Egypt. And we got 3 more cases left. Oh snap. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.